Project Rainbow. We will examine the Philadelphia experiment, which, despite all speculation, challenges the human mind and arouses curiosity. According to some, it is just a conspiracy. According to others, it is a real experiment and the Rainbow Project, which is kept like a secret. 1. Historical background. The official and scientific name of the experiment was Project Rainbow. Conducted on 28 October 1943, the aim of the experiment was to make the U.S. Navy's own naval ships undetectable by enemy radars in order to gain the upper hand in World War II. Witnesses claim an eerie green-blue glow surrounded the hull of the ship as her generators spun up, and then, suddenly, the Eldridge disappeared. The ship was then seen in Norfolk Naval Shipyard in Virginia before disappearing again and reappearing back in Philadelphia. These experiments and their results have never been officially disclosed to the public. 2. Invisibility cloak technology. Invisibility cloaking has long captured our imagination, finding its place in popular culture through books, movies, and folklore. From Harry Potter's magical cloak to science fiction tales, the idea of rendering objects or individuals invisible has fascinated us for ages. But could invisibility cloaking truly be within the realm of scientific possibility? According to proponents of the Philadelphia experiment, the technology used in the experiment aimed to achieve just that. They claim that the USS Eldridge was outfitted with groundbreaking technology, enabling it to disappear from radar and the naked eye. Various theories have emerged regarding the alleged technologies employed to achieve invisibility during the Philadelphia experiment. One commonly mentioned concept revolves around the manipulation of electromagnetic fields. It suggests that by generating specific electromagnetic fields around the ship, it could be shielded from radar detection and visible light. Additionally, another theory proposes the use of ionized gases or plasma to create a cloaking effect. According to this theory, the USS Eldridge was enveloped in ionized gases, altering its interaction with electromagnetic waves and rendering it invisible. 3. Time travel. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory is the claim that it involved not only invisibility but also time travel. According to the narrative, the experiment's extraordinary electromagnetic technology somehow enabled the USS Eldridge to breach the barriers of time itself. Believers in the Philadelphia experiment maintain that during the fateful experiment, the crew members aboard the USS Eldridge experienced a sudden temporal displacement. They allege that the ship and its occupants were catapulted into the past or future, leading to dramatic consequences for both the crew and the vessel. Reports and accounts vary, but some stories claim that crew members found themselves transported to different time periods altogether. Some claim to have journeyed into the past, while others spoke of glimpses into the future. These alleged time travel experiences range from a few minutes to several days or even years. Furthermore, proponents of the conspiracy theory often describe unsettling effects that the time travel supposedly had on the crew members. Reports include severe mental and physical distress, disorientation, memory loss, and even cases of crew members becoming fused with the ship itself. 4. Dimensional portals. According to some versions of the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory, the experiment's extraordinary electromagnetic technologies were not only capable of rendering the USS Eldridge invisible but also creating interdimensional portals. These portals were believed to enable the ship to teleport instantaneously from its location in Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, or other distant locations. The notion of interdimensional travel and teleportation captures our imagination and pushes the boundaries of what we understand about the fabric of reality. The idea of seamlessly moving from one location to another without traversing the physical space between them is a staple in science fiction and has captivated audiences for decades. Proponents of the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory suggest that the experiment's advanced technology somehow opened up a portal or wormhole, bridging the gap between Philadelphia and Norfolk. This allowed the USS Eldridge to pass through the portal and emerge in its new location almost instantaneously. These alleged teleportation events, if true, would have profound implications for our understanding of physics and the nature of space and time. They would challenge our conventional notions of distance and the limitations imposed by the speed of light. 5. Who developed? When it comes to the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory, there is no credible information regarding specific individuals or organizations who developed the project. The conspiracy theory suggests that the experiment was carried out by the U.S. Navy and involved secretive government agencies or scientific teams, but no verifiable evidence exists to support these claims. The lack of concrete information about the project's developers is a significant factor that fuels skepticism surrounding the conspiracy theory. While some versions of the story mention scientists like Nikola Tesla or Albert Einstein being involved, there is no substantial evidence to confirm their participation. 6. Unified field theory. The Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory is often associated with the concept of the unified field theory. The unified field theory, also known as the theory of everything, is a theoretical framework that aims to describe the fundamental forces of nature, such as gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces, in a unified manner. It seeks to reconcile the principles of general relativity and quantum mechanics, which are two pillars of modern physics. Prominent scientists, including Albert Einstein, have sought to develop a unified field theory, but no definitive theory has been established to date. In the context of the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory, some proponents claim that the experiment was an attempt to explore or harness the principles of the unified field theory for military purposes. They suggest that the experiment involved the manipulation of electromagnetic fields or gravitational forces to achieve extraordinary effects like invisibility or time travel. The application of the unified field theory to the experiment was conceived as creating a very strong electromagnetic field and providing optical invisibility by refracting or bending the light and radar signals incident on the ship. 7. Dr. Alfred Bielek. Dr. Alfred Bielek is a central figure in the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory. He claimed to be a survivor of the alleged experiment and became one of the most prominent individuals associated with the story. According to Dr. Bielek's accounts, he claimed to have been involved in the Philadelphia experiment as a crew member aboard the USS Eldridge. He asserted that during the experiment, the ship was rendered invisible and traveled through time. Additionally, Dr. Bielek claimed to have experienced memory loss, mental time slips, and even being transported to different dimensions. While Dr. Bielek's claims gained attention among believers in the Philadelphia experiment, they have faced significant scrutiny from skeptics and researchers. 8. Conducting the experiment. Morris K. Jessup was the first person to mention the possibility of the experiment. Jessup was an amateur astronomer and was known for his work on UFOs. His interest in the experiment began with a letter he received in 1955. The letter was from a man named Carlos Miguel Allende and mentioned the experiment in detail. Allende said the experiment was started at 9:00 on 22 July 1943 by powering up the generators. After that, a greenish fog began to cover the ship and the USS Eldridge disappeared. On the morning of 28 October, USS Eldridge sailed from the port of Philadelphia to the naval base at Norfolk, 640 km 375 miles away, and back again, all in a matter of minutes. 9. Morris Jessup's suicide. Morris Jessup, an astronomer and UFO researcher, is often mentioned in relation to the Philadelphia experiment conspiracy theory due to his alleged involvement in investigating the phenomenon. Morris K. Jessup gained attention in the 1950s for his book The Case for the UFO, which explored various theories and speculations about unidentified flying objects. His work caught the interest of individuals who believed in the Philadelphia experiment, and some of them claimed that Jessup possessed classified information or had insights into the alleged experiment. In the spring of 1957, Jessup received an invitation from the Office of Naval Research. When he arrived, he was shown a book he had written and to which he owed much of his fame, The Case for the UFO. This book had been mailed to the Bureau about a year earlier. The remarkable thing about the book was the notes written on the pages. The notes were written in 3 different scripts and talked about civilizations thousands of years ago and described spacecraft coming to Earth. At the end, it talked about force fields, how matter can disappear and reappear, and the experiment conducted in 1943. Jessup realized that one of the writings was Allen's and reported it. Later, it was understood that the other writings belonged to the same person and were written with pens of different colors and characteristics. After this, the Navy reconnected with Jessup and informed him that the address Allende had given in his letters was that of an abandoned farmhouse, and that Jessup's book, together with the notes and Allende's letters, would be reorganized and distributed within the Navy. Although the exact number is not known, it is believed that about 100 copies were distributed to the Navy in this way. 3 copies of this edition were also sent to Jessup. 2 years after this event, on 20 April 1959, Morris Jessup was found dead in his car in Hammock Park in Miami. According to police reports, he had committed suicide by exhaust gas. Carlos Allende never reappeared and the case was closed in this way. 10. Connection to the Montauk Project. The Montauk Project, like the Philadelphia experiment, is steeped in mystery and speculation. It claims to involve top-secret experiments conducted by the United States government at Camp Hero, a decommissioned military base in Montauk, New York. But what is the purported connection between these 2 enigmatic projects? According to certain accounts, the Montauk Project was an extension or continuation of the Philadelphia experiment. The theory suggests that the alleged technologies and knowledge gained from the Philadelphia experiment were further developed and expanded upon in the Montauk Project. Under this speculative narrative, the Montauk Project is said to have delved into mind control, time travel, interdimensional travel, and other fringe phenomena. It supposedly involved the use of powerful electromagnetic fields, psychic experimentation, and even interactions with extraterrestrial beings. One of the central claims of the Montauk Project is the development of advanced mind control techniques. It is alleged that scientists at Montauk conducted experiments aimed at manipulating human thoughts, emotions, and behavior using a combination of psychological conditioning, electronic devices, and other unconventional methods. Believers in this conspiracy theory claim that the knowledge and technology obtained from the Philadelphia experiment were used in conjunction with the alleged experiments at Montauk. The 2 projects are often intertwined in these accounts, forming a web of secretive government activities spanning decades.